I feel like I haven't vlogged in forever, even though it's only probably been about a week. But this week I'm really excited to bring you guys along for a week of training. I haven't done one of these in ages. I feel like I sort of bring you guys along for my weeks of training, like when I just vlog my normal weeks, but I feel like this video will be a little bit different because I'll just show you a little bit more in depth what I do, try and show you like every exercise I do, go through the reps and sets. Obviously don't like copy what I do because I'm training for something so niche and specific, but hopefully this can give you a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of education about what it's like to train as a beach sprinter in the middle of race season. So next race for me is 22nd of Feb. Today is the 10th, so I've got not this weekend, next weekend, which is wild. I pretty much race like every weekend from the start of December through till the 1st of Feb. So I've been like, my body's been a bit flat lately, so it's been really nice these past few weeks just to have my weekends back, just to get through like normal training weeks without having to rest and then race and then enter the next week really flat. So we're back into routine. Today is also the first day of a new training block on the track, which is exciting because I wanted to bring you guys along last week, but we had a deload and honestly I barely trained, so it would have been a very boring video for you guys. Pretty much how my training works is I do 3-4 sessions like running, track or beach, and then I also have gym. Everything I do in the gym is to supplement what I do on the track, so all my movement patterns sort of replicate movement patterns that you'll see in sprinting. I do personally struggle sometimes, like because I love gym so much that I sometimes put gym above track on the list of priorities, but it's definitely not the case. Track is the priority. Everything I do in the gym is to try and be faster on the track. So I am a beach sprinter. I don't really race on the track other than a little bit of like grass sprinting races called pro racing, stall gift if you've heard of it, but otherwise I do race on the sand. But a lot of my training is on the track just because our like training squad is like sort of a mixture of track and beach sprinters. And I actually was thinking about this the other day. I don't know why I don't just train on the beach, but I think it's just because it's so much more fun to train with the whole squad. And any sprinter would know, like training on your own is so hard. There is such long rest periods when you're sprinting and it can be quite boring. So I feel like I train on the track because one, my coach is there, my squad is there, all my friends are there. But then heading more closer into like peak race season, which is like start of April, we'll probably do a lot more like running on the sand. I do also compete in an event called Beach Flags, which is where you lie down, get up, turn around and run 20 meters. So a little bit of my training also revolves around that. So any of my like horizontal pressing in the gym is for my flags. I have a technical session and like a racing session. That's sort of like the session where I get my like beach sprinting practice in and without heaps and heaps of volume because I'm only running like 10 to 20 meters. But yeah, that's a little insight into my training. Excited for this week ahead, something new, something fresh. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, first session of the week coming right up. We have Monday afternoon track. Since it is the first day of the new training block, I can't really tell you what I have because I don't know, but generally Mondays are overspeed and block start. So all like short, snappy reps. And because we are only 2 blocks away from like nationals, which is what we're training for, I assume this session is now going to be really low volume. So pretty much 100% speed. Generally when we train on the track, we rest for 1 minute per 10 meters of running. So I'm going to assume today that we have 30s with 3 minutes rest, 60s with 6 minutes rest, and then maybe like 80s or 90s after with like almost 10 minutes of rest. Not many reps, but the session still takes so long because you obviously got to rest for a long time. Also, I bought a new little gadget. I can't remember what it's called. It's like the Osmo Gizmo, whatever it's called. I'm going to try out my new camera. I'm so excited. I got it last week. I haven't used it yet, but people say such good things and that it's like the best vlogging camera they've ever used. So we're going to put it to the test today and I'm so excited. And I just love how like discreet it is. Tuesday and we have our first gym session of the week. This is like my big session of the week and naturally has evolved to become my bigger gym session because I have been racing so much. So it's kind of been like my only opportunity to have a session where I can put in the work and not have to worry about the extra fatigue that comes with it. So I've got my plyos, I've got my cleans, back squats, bench press, calf raises, bit of core, bit of upper body plyos. We've got a lot today. Reps are nice and low. I've got like 5s, 3s, 4s, 2s. I also just want to say like a little disclaimer as well because I feel like so many people have their opinions and always want to share. But I'm training with a coach, like he is training me. I have an S&C coach and everything we're doing in the gym is with intention and there's a purpose why I do everything that I do. I'm not doing like your traditional gym training. I'm not a power lifter. I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm training to be fast. So what I do in the gym might look different to how you do something or how you've been taught to do something. Please don't come on and attack me for doing something like not squatting as deep as you do or doing cleans a different way because I'm training for something different. And I can probably guarantee most of you probably aren't training to be a beach sprinter because it's very niche and random. So anyways, I'm gonna make up my pre-training snack, pre-workout, get some water, get to the gym, get the session done. It's hot today, so it's gonna be a spicy one, but I'm excited. I'm also wearing a very colorful fit today. Starting off the week with the nice bright colors as well, which we love, but let's go.
I need time, just a little more time. I need time. I need time, just a little more time. One more time, one more time. I need time, just a little more time. I need time. I need time, just a little more time. One more time, one more time. Next to you. Next to you, next to you, next to you, next to you. Yeah, look, can I get up next to you? Up in the middle of the night texting you. Sky's looking clear for the night set for two. Gotta mix a Hiiii with the Sprite, set the mood, set the mood, set the mood. Yeah, you're nice. You can have my heart, just name the price. Trying to get a grip, you became my vice. Need a piece of your love if you save the slice. Okay, should come around my way. I've been trying to make you bae. That's just something I should say. I'm like, okay, should come around my way. I've been trying to make you bae. That's just something I should say. And I'm like, I need time, just a little more time. I need time. I need time, just a little more time.
Okay, now this isn't training, but I feel like it's worth addressing. So every Tuesday afternoon, I go to the physio and I pretty much just get them to work on anything that I'm sort of dealing with that's affecting my training that week. Normally I've come off the back of a race, so I have like quite a bit of soreness, maybe a niggle or something. But the past few weeks I've been getting my traps dry needled because I am like a really tense runner and I tend to like run quite hunched. So I've been getting them to like sort of release my traps to hopefully like help me pull them down when I run and run a little bit more relaxed. I've also been getting like my glute meds, my ITBs and all that needled as well, but I think today I'm just gonna go like glutes, ITB, maybe erectors. Otherwise I feel pretty good, pretty fresh, but this will be more of like a preventative thing for the big week ahead. Happy Wednesday. So today's session is my second track session of the week, and I would say this training session is like my toughest of the whole week. So the main component of training is sleds. So this is like our resistance session. We either do sleds like at the track on the grass or we do tire drags on the sand. So you can kind of get the choice. I'm going to the track to do sleds. And that's like the main component of training. But on top of resistance, we also do speed, top end, and through sleds, like a bit of back end work. So we're kind of covering every part of our race in this session, hence why it is so hard. At the moment, we're doing 90-meter sleds. So we race 90 meters and we're now dragging and pushing a sled for 90 meters. I notice like the craziest changes in my race when I'm doing sleds this far because if I can push a sled for 90 meters, then I can run 90 meters, no dramas. This session is definitely tough. It's very grindy, but I honestly love it because I feel so accomplished when I finish it. So that's on the agenda tonight. I actually don't know exactly what my sets and reps are because it is week 1. So this week, every session is a nice surprise, but I'm looking forward to it. Also guys, it is Wednesday and on my Whoop, I'm on 92% recovery. So this is really good. It's a big week, big training week, and we're still almost completely recovered. So we're doing well.
We got 90 guys from here to there, that blue thing.
It's Thursday. First of all, excuse the lighting. It's currently storming, so it kind of looks like it's the middle of the night, but it's not. Today's session is back in the gym, so basically we've alternated every day so far. I'm in the gym and this session is pretty chill. If I actually dial in and like get it done with zero distraction, I could probably get it done in like 40 minutes. It's also full body, mostly probably I'd say power more so than strength. Very like limited range of motion, my sort of favorite kind of stuff. Also, I should probably mention that all my gym sessions are full body. I don't train in like muscle splits, and I honestly love it and highly recommend if you're someone that only has like 2 or 3 days in the gym to train, or if you're just sick of ruining your legs and ruining your upper body in one session, mix it up a little bit. So I love full bod. Today's session is great. It's easy, it's chill, and I feel like once I hit Thursday, I'm really on the home stretch for the training week and things start to get a little bit easier. So I'm looking forward to it. It's time for tempo. So as you can probably tell by how little volume I have like on the track at the moment, and that my like reps are like really hard and fast, we don't really have time this time of year to like focus on technique. We are well past that. That's what we do in winter. That's what we do at like before we start racing. So on Thursdays I have an opportunity to actually pull back the speed, pull back the intensity, and dial in on my technique. And this isn't like a compulsory session. In my own individual racing and performance, I need this session. One, it's like good for fixing my technique that I can hopefully make a habit that I can then replicate on race day and when I am running fast, even if it's only 1% better than it was. For example, like I tend to run with quite low knees, so in these reps I'll really try and run with my knees up nice and high. No, I'm not going to run exactly the same when I'm running fast on the track, but I might run slightly better. so that's what we're aiming for. Intensity of tempo is 65%, and I actually find these sessions really quite hard because everything I do, gym and track, is so hard and fast and quite chaotic, and 65% is very slow. And it's just not what my body's used to. There's a lot of time to think. I just have to actually like force myself to go slow, so I actually find it quite challenging. In previous weeks, my tempo, I've done 10 100s. I would go to the athletics track, the grass track, and I'd run the straights and then I would walk the bends. It would take me like 10 to 15 minutes, very easy. Whereas now at the moment, now that we're getting close to states and nationals, and I am also a beach flagger as well as a beach sprinter, I need to do some technical flags turns. So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of tempo strides, and I'm also going to be doing like 20 tempo turns, because at the moment my flags turns are absolute shocking. And my one flag session of the week is like race turns. It is impossible to try and fix your technique when you're trying to compete against someone. So I'm coming to the beach this afternoon on my own. I'm going to do around 65% flags turns and try and really drill in all the feedback that I got at training last week, film my reps, send them to my coach, and then I'm going to finish off with a little bit of strides. I think I might do like 5 90-meter strides on the sand just to cool down. This session's obviously great for like technique, but it's also good like little active recovery, especially if I've had like a tough session last night heading into tomorrow's session that I want to perform really well at. So it's a bit of recovery, a bit of technique, and honestly, least favorite session of the week. I feel like it's the sessions that you hate the most and the ones that you struggle with the most that sort of like shape you the most and that are the most important. So we're getting it done. I don't want to do it, but it's only going to take around like half an hour. So okay, so what I'm trying to drill today is like initiating my pushback from my hips rather than from like my arms, and delaying my hip pushback, and also on my pushback and turn before I've actually turned, keeping my head down, because I've been popping my head up super early, which is like really messing with my acceleration and yeah, causing me to like stop before I start running. So that's what we're trying to fix today, and we're nice and close. So we've got to go really slow, which is going to be really hard because that's actually easier to turn as fast as you can. Friday, which means one thing, it's speed endurance day. So we've got our 150s and our 200s tonight. This session is actually probably my favorite at the moment because I need it so badly. Like my back end is the biggest downfall of my race, so I'm actually really enjoying speed endurance because it's something that I'm like really trying to improve and dial in on. Reps are low. Full recovery for us, full recovery means like 15 to 20 minutes. So the session is like, we run a total of like 500 meters, but we rest for a total of like 1 hour. So it's a lot of resting, but that means that we have to run hard and fast. Normally we run this session at the athletics track, but tonight we're actually doing it at a grass track. So it's good on the body, but it means that like the times are significantly slower, which I was hoping to have a nice fast night tonight, but it might not be the case. Last training day of the week. So for the past like probably 8 weeks, almost every single weekend I've been racing on a Saturday. So that means that Friday night didn't exist and I'd be obviously competing today. I am not competing today, but if you want to see what that looks like, I feel like I've vlogged pretty much all of them in my previous videos. But since we are training today, we actually have a double. So I have beach flags this morning. Also, if you want to know more about beach flags, I'm going to attach a few little racing videos. Otherwise, you can also YouTube it and watch it, but it is so much fun. It's an event in surf lifesaving on top of beach sprinting. This is like the other little event. So that's what I'm training for this morning. I have quite a high volume of flags turns because in competition, especially at something like nationals or worlds, if you're to make it like all the way to like top 2, the final, you're doing a lot of turns and you're backing them up with like very minimal rest, I feel like, I don't even know how many you do, but I'm gonna say like at least 20. So we kind of replicate competition in training this morning, so it is quite tiring, but flags is only over 20 meters. It's not the sort of fatigue that it probably looks like and sounds like on paper. It's very much just like your muscles get exhausted because you feel like you can't really push any further. So anyways, after flags, I drive straight to the gym and I have my 3rd gym session. Lately, I've actually only been doing 2 gym sessions a week, so this is like a bit of a new addition in my program. Session is definitely my easiest one of the week. I wouldn't even consider this double to be like a super taxing training day because the gym is very minimal, but it just takes a lot of time. So I'm gonna bring you guys along and then we're gonna be done for the week. Alright, that is my training week done. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Tomorrow, Sunday, is my rest day. It is a full day of rest. I don't really do anything. I don't go like ice baths, recovery center, compression, massage or anything. I'm sort of a big believer that like if something brings you more stress, then it's probably not going to help you recover. AKA for me, like ice baths. I don't really find that to be great recovery for me, especially as a sprinter where I'm experiencing so much central nervous system fatigue. The best thing that you can do for rest is sleep, and then also obviously your nutrition is so important. So this is sort of just your reminder that you don't need to have like a crazy in-depth recovery routine or rest day routine. Just dial in on your sleep and your nutrition. They are like the foundation of rest and recovery, and then your ice baths and your saunas and your compression and your massage, they're just 1%ers, and unless you notice that they actually help you with your recovery, then don't feel pressured to do so. Moving forward, this is kind of what my training is going to look like. I race next week, so I'm going to have like half the training week, then I have another training week, and then I race again. And then pretty much heading into Easter, my training will look very similar, but my volume will get a little bit less. I'll probably have another rest day per week, and my reps are gonna drop a lot in the gym, and my weights will go up. So yeah, unless my training significantly changes, then this is kind of it for a while. But I hope you guys like this video, and thank you for watching. As I said, if you made it this far, I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you next week.